Waukesha County, Wisconsin. On the surface, it's all dairy farms, cheese curds, and Midwestern charm. But beneath this idyllic facade, a darkness lingers. A string of bizarre and tragic events has left many wondering, is Waukesha cursed? This isn't about spooky folklore or Halloween haunts. We're talking real-life horrors, political corruption scandals, and persistent environmental concerns. The kind of stuff that makes you question if there's something rotten at the heart of this seemingly pleasant place. Some dismiss it as coincidence. Bad luck happens, right? But when you connect the dots, a disturbing pattern emerges. It's enough to make even the staunchest skeptic wonder if something darker is at play. Let's be clear, this isn't about pointing fingers or demonizing an entire community. This is about confronting uncomfortable truths and exploring whether Waukesha's past holds the key to understanding its troubled present. 2014, two 12-year-old girls lured a classmate into the woods. They stabbed her 19 times. Their motive? To appease a fictional internet boogeyman named Slenderman. The case shocked the nation. The sheer brutality, the young age of the perpetrators, the chilling influence of online horror. It all felt deeply unsettling. This wasn't just a crime. It was a cultural phenomenon, a grim reflection of the digital age's dark underbelly. Waukesha, suddenly, was on the map for all the wrong reasons. The Slenderman stabbing became synonymous with the county, a chilling reminder of the darkness lurking beneath its placid surface. The wounds left by the tragedy run deep. The victim thankfully survived, but the scars, both physical and emotional, remain. And for many, the question lingers: what kind of darkness took root in Waukesha that day in the woods? 2021. Christmas lights twinkled, children laughed, and a festive spirit filled the air. Then, the unthinkable. An SUV plowed through the Waukesha Christmas parade, leaving a trail of carnage in its wake. 6 dead, dozens injured. Joy turned to horror in an instant. The perpetrator, Darrell Brooks, was no stranger to violence. His history of domestic abuse and disregard for human life was well documented, but the question remained, why target a Christmas parade? Some pointed to Brooks's social media posts suggesting a racially motivated attack. Others saw it as a product of societal failures, a symptom of a justice system that allowed a dangerous individual to slip through the cracks. Whatever the reason, the tragedy left Waukesha reeling. This wasn't just a random act of violence. It was a gut punch to the community's soul, a stark reminder that even in the heartland, darkness can erupt without warning. The darkness plaguing Waukesha runs deeper than recent tragedies. Whispers of a troubled past, of injustices buried and forgotten, echo through the county's history. Rumors persist of a Nazi influx after World War II. Were former Nazi sympathizers drawn to Waukesha, seeking refuge in its quiet anonymity? The claims are controversial, lacking concrete evidence, but the mere suggestion casts a long shadow, a specter of intolerance haunting Waukesha's past. Then there's the displacement of Native Americans. Waukesha, like much of America, was built on land stolen from its indigenous inhabitants. The Potawatomi tribe, forcibly removed from their ancestral lands, serve as a stark reminder of this historical injustice. Is it a coincidence that a county built on such a foundation is now grappling with such profound darkness? Or could these historical injustices be contributing to a kind of spiritual imbalance, a curse rooted in the past? Section 5. The Puppeteer's Dark Money and Waukesha's Political Landscape. Waukesha County, a hotbed of conservative politics. But behind the traditional values and patriotic rhetoric, a more sinister force operates: dark money. Groups like U'Lines, the Bradley Foundation, the Koch brothers, and the Heritage Foundation have poured millions into Waukesha, bankrolling campaigns and influencing elections. Their goal? To reshape Wisconsin's political landscape in their image, often at the expense of the common good. These shadowy organizations operate with little transparency, their agendas shrouded in secrecy. They peddle in fear and division, exploiting social anxieties to advance their own narrow interests. Politicians like Scott Walker, Robin Voss, Brad Schimmel, Scott Fitzgerald, Julian Bradley, Ron Johnson, and Chris Kapenga have all benefited from this influx of dark money. They're the public faces of a corrupt system, beholden to special interests over the needs of their constituents. Is it any wonder that a county awash in dark money seems to attract such darkness? When greed and power become the driving forces, it's only a matter of time before the shadows start to grow. Section 6. A poisoned land, radon water, and whispers of conspiracy. The darkness in Waukesha isn't just metaphorical, it's in the very land itself. Radon, a radioactive gas, seeps from the ground, posing a serious health risk to residents. Waukesha County has some of the highest radon levels in the state, linked to increased rates of lung cancer. Then, there's the water. Once pristine, Waukesha's water table is now contaminated, tainted by industrial pollutants and agricultural runoff. Concerns about its impact on cognitive function and overall health are growing. Some whisper of conspiracies, of corporations prioritizing profit over people, of government agencies turning a blind eye to environmental regulations. Whether these claims hold water, pun intended, is debatable. But the undeniable truth is that Waukesha's environment is under threat, and its residents are paying the price. Is this just the unfortunate consequence of modern life? Or is it another symptom of a deeper malaise, a curse manifesting in the very air and water? Section 7. Glimmers of Hope. Finding light in Waukesha's darkness. It's easy to get lost in the darkness that seems to engulf Waukesha County. But even in the face of tragedy and despair, glimmers of hope shine through. These are just two examples of the countless acts of kindness, compassion, and creativity that take place in Waukesha every day. They are a testament to the enduring human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, light finds a way. Section 8. Breaking the Curse. A path to healing and redemption. Is Waukesha County truly cursed? Or is it simply grappling with the same challenges that plague many communities across America: violence, inequality, environmental degradation, and political corruption? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between. Perhaps Waukesha's past injustices, its history of displacement and exploitation, have created fertile ground for darkness to take root. But that doesn't mean the county is doomed. Breaking the curse, if that's what it is, requires a multi-pronged approach. Acknowledge the past. Waukesha must confront its history of injustice, from the displacement of Native Americans to the potential influx of Nazi sympathizers. This means acknowledging the harm caused, engaging in open dialogue, and seeking reconciliation. Clean up the mess. Addressing the environmental concerns is crucial. This means investing in radon mitigation, cleaning up the water table, and holding polluters accountable. It also means embracing sustainable practices that prioritize the health of the environment and its residents. Drain the swamp. Waukesha needs to root out corruption and reduce the influence of dark money in politics. This means demanding transparency from elected officials, supporting campaign finance reform, and empowering ordinary citizens to hold their leaders accountable. Section 9. Waukesha at a crossroads. A legacy yet to be written. Waukesha County stands at a crossroads. Will it continue to be defined by the darkness that has plagued it? Or will it choose a different path, one of healing, redemption, and renewal? The answer lies not in some supernatural curse, but in the actions of its people. Will they succumb to fear, division, and despair? Or will they embrace compassion, accountability, and a commitment to building a brighter future? The choice is theirs. The legacy of Waukesha County is yet to be written.